Hello guys, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be talking about a quick strategy to generate profit. It just consists of the fractal indicator and the RSI indicator, combining both of them to make easy profit. Now you don't need to be a professional trader to make money with this particular strategy. All you have to do is just to follow the instructions. Quickly, all you have to do is to add the fractals indicator to your charts and also the RSI indicator. Let's add both of them to our charts and we see how they look. We added the fractal indicator. Also, let's add the RSI indicator. Now we have both the RSI indicator and the fractal indicator on my screen already. Now looking at it, you would see that we have the RSI below, which is this one here. This is the RSI indicator. Also, we have the fractal indicator. The fractal indicator is the one we have at the top and bottom of my chart. This green and red arrows you can see on my screen. Now, they are very easy to understand. What's the fractal indicator? It's just useful. It's just to give us a buy and sell signal telling us if we are going to be having a drop in price to the downside or the upside. It is very, very fast. It's somehow subjective. You just need to add other confirmations. That is why we are using the RSI to it. On the RSI, you are going to be seeing some digits here. We have the 70, 50, and 30%. Now, the 70% is just an indication of our overbought zone, and also the 30% is just talking about an oversold region. We also have the 50%. It talks about the equilibrium. When price gets, or when the RSI line gets to the 70%, it's just an indication that we are overbought, and likely we might have price dropping to the downside. Now, when we have the RSI line dropping to the 30%, which is this yellow line here, it's an indication that we might likely have price push to the upside, as we have sellers already stepping out and buyers are trying to take control of price to the upside. Now, when price is at equilibrium, which is the 50%, it's very, very risky to take a trade at that point, as we might have a push to the downside or a continuation to the upside. So all you have to do is just to wait for multiple confirmation. Now let's quickly look on how we can take a trade with this particular strategy. Now you can see that we have price dropping to the oversold region and it dropped to below the 30% and it's trying to push to the upside, which means we are going to see price pushing to the upside at this point. But now, do we have the fractals indicator telling us to push to the upside? No, it's not showing us already. But now, since the RSI is trying to push to the upside, we can take an open position since we already have the confirmation from the RSI before we even have from the fractals indicator. So let's quickly have a quick trade and we see how it works. So currently I opened a position. Let's see how it plays out. But now you can see we already have the fractal indicator indicating at the bottom of my chart, telling us that we are going to have a push of price to the upside. So let's wait for the trade and we see how it plays out. Currently, we have the trade opened and it's running already. Let's just pay attention to how it plays out. While the trade is playing out, we can take a look at other examples on how these two indicators work. Presently, you can see that we have the fractal indicator appearing at the top of my charts here, and we also have the RSI indicator telling us that we are at the overbought level. And when we have both of these, we have a drop in price to the downside. So let's quickly take another example. Let's check the previous charts. You can see at this point we have the RSI at the oversold region, and we have the fractal indicator appearing at the bottom of my price chart. And what do we have? We have price pushing to the upside. This is just the simple way to trade this particular strategy. So let's quickly take a look at our running with how it's going. Are we doing the right thing? Now you can see we have an open trade which is currently running. We opened the particular trade from this point because the fractal appeared at the bottom of my price chart and we have the RSI indicator already pushing to the upside, which is a good indication to open a call trade, and we actually did. Let's see how it plays out. The trade is currently running. The trade is currently running. Let's see how it ends. Wow, it's a great one. You can see we ended the trade in profit, and that is how to use this particular strategy. So happy trading.